Money Millions. Hey, baby, how are you? Hey, honey. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't see your comment. it just kind of popped up. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. You say you sent an Apple Pay. All right, hold on. Let me check. 2222. Thank you for the 2222. It's funny because I woke up in the middle of the night last night because I was like, oh, I'm thirsty. Go get me some water. And I look at my oven and it was 222. And I was like, well, I'll be damned. So you just confirmed that number again for me. So thank you, my love. All right. Tell me your name. Tell me your name so I can put you on the list. Some of these cards, just trying to organize them. Are okay, no, not you. Uh Money Millions, what's your first name so I can put you on the list, baby? Thank you for your donation. Guys, these are not free readings, okay? If you want an answer, you have to make a payment. You're not going to get an answer from me unless you make a donation. Look at the white bubble. I take PayPal, Chime, and Apple Pay. No super chat. Please do not send using YouTube super chat. It has to come through a PayPal, Chime, or Apple Pay only. All right, so I fixed the cards. Melody. Okay. Melody. Nuno, I also got you on the list, baby. Welcome back. I got you on the list, Nuno. Welcome back, babe. I'm doing good. How are you? Oh yeah, I already wrote your name down. I seen you pop up. Melody, go ahead and choose deck one, two, or three, and then you can type your question. Boo. Okay, so I have 8 spots remaining now, my loves. Okay, 8 spots are remaining. I wanted to know if Victor Ochoa will be reaching out to me soon, and if he's still in contact with his ex. Okay, what are both of your signs? Will Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon? Will Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon? Ooh, okay. Um, I don't know if those meant to come out, but if they happen to come out again, I'll take them. Will Victor Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon? My bad. Will Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon? Capricorn and Gemini. Will Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon, Spirit? Will Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon? Okay, so I got the Hermit, the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the King of Wands. Will Victor Ochoa reach out to Melody soon? When's the last time you guys talked? Um, but the answer right now is most likely not, okay? Because the Hermit is an energy of being withdrawn, okay, not interacting with somebody, okay? Although he could be kind of like analyzing and thinking deeply about things with you, but this none of these cards would suggest to me as a reader that there will be action on that right now, okay, with any energy. The King of Wands is him, just he's gonna still sit there. Um, have you tried to reach out to him or anything like that? Because oftentimes the King of Wands, when that shows up, that's the type of man that would expect you or want you to come to him. Um, and he's not gonna come to you. His pride or ego could be involved. Or he could be, you know, um, in a situation that prevents him from acting on his desires towards you. Um, the kings have control, the knights and pages don't. So he's deliberately controlling himself in terms of reaching out. Um, I do feel like he's definitely fighting himself on it though. Okay. I feel like he wants to, but something's preventing him from doing so. His ex texts my business page looking for my services. Yeah, so I feel like something's preventing him from reaching out to you right now. Um, it could have to do, like I already said, with the interference of someone else. Something else. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Fell on the ground. Will Victor reach out to Melody soon? Clarify the Five of Wands. Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of getting something a little shady here. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like that there is something that he's hiding, okay? The moon wants us to come out. I found it weird. I think that his pride is involved in reaching out to you. Obviously, if you left him on red, he could be like, okay, well, now you left me on red. I'm not coming to you, right? But I do also feel like the Five of Wands is kind of pointing out some kind of interference here. And the Hermit is him, analyzing, whatever happened between y'all and maybe trying to figure shit out. But yeah, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like it's possible that there is drama around him. There is interference from somebody else. Okay. The Seven of Swords clarifying that. Yeah, I feel like there could be another person here for sure. Um, that's kind of interfering here with y'all. And then we have this Three of Cups that kind of wants to come out too. The Devil. I feel like he has some kind of person or, ex or something attached to him. Yeah, I do feel like that's still existent. Um, but to be very real with you, I don't think I'm even trusting his intentions with you. Okay, too much like lusty, superficial cards coming out. Um, so, his intention with you could also be superficial. But as far as him reaching out soon, right now it looks like he's gonna continue to kind of keep to himself and not reach out. Okay. Let me get a few more cards. Okay. Hangman. Is Victor gonna reach out to Melody? Is he gonna reach out soon to Melody? Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. You're a Gemini. I feel like he could be involved with a fire sign. I don't know what her sign is, but I do feel like there's a fire sign involved here. You say he's a Capricorn. He could, I mean, that person could be a Leo. Okay, this is kind of giving me X interference. Six of Cups is also here too. So this is talking about the past being in the present. So I think you should listen to your intuition. I do think that he could be dealing with an ex, or at least somebody else is in his energy right now. Um, but I mean, I don't even think like I said, I trust his intentions with you. Okay. And for his ex to be hitting you up, trying to get services, that's very strange. Okay. That's weird. Yeah. Did you have any other question about him, love? Okay. Somebody else sent a Apple Pay number 585, starting with 585. Please make yourself known. Well, let's ask. What are Victor Ochoa's true intentions with Melody? So it does show that he intends to come out of this no contact, right? He does intend to eventually reach out to you, okay? But when you ask soon, the hermit was upright, so that would be no. Maybe not soon, but eventually, maybe somewhere within like 3 weeks I'm getting he could potentially go ahead and reach out. It could also happen a little bit sooner. It just depends, but right now within the energy, I'm leaning more towards he's not going to reach out or respond back, okay? What are Victor's two intentions with Melody? Victor's true intentions with Melody, please. Number starting with 585. Hold on, because all the cards are falling on the ground. All right, so we have the Five of Cups reverse. We have the Five of Swords and the Devil. Okay. Victor's true intentions with Melody. It does feel like I do feel like he's definitely into you or involved with you for the wrong reasons. Okay. It does seem more physical in nature or just it's like an unhealthy reason, an unhealthy attachment that he has towards you. Okay. It doesn't feel like it's rooted in something pure and genuine, but it could be rooted in more of like a control thing. And people have to understand control is not always so damn obvious. It's very subtle sometimes. Okay. So I do feel like there's kind of like a mind game here that you may have not been aware of, but you will come to be aware of what his motives are. How long have you known him? Because the devil has intentions is never good. It's usually indicative of a toxic and unhealthy attachment and dynamic. Okay. Whether you've seen it yet or not. But I do feel like his reasons for being with you may be stemming from an unhealthy attachment than a healthy one. Okay, honey. Oh, that's cute. Is that your real name? Yeah, bottom of the deck, Melody, the Page of Wands is a lighthearted, flirty, just looking for vibes, looking for, something more casual energy here. Okay. So based off of this as a reader, no, his intentions are not serious. Um and you've only known him for 2 months, so it makes sense, Usually it takes about 3 months on average to when you start to see someone's true colors, knowing them for at least a few months. That's when you start to see their true intentions. But um yeah, I think that he definitely wants to regain control of you, and he does want to keep you attached to him here. Um but it's not for a good reason though. It's not. All right. And I do feel like he's looking for something more casual, despite whatever he tells you, Melody. Okay. Victor's true intentions with Melody Ochoa. Oh, sorry. Victor Ochoa's true intentions with Melody. What's the other card that fell? So we got Judgment Reverse and the Seven of Swords, girl. I'm telling you, it's not a good thing at all. The Seven of Swords is someone who's sneaky, withholding information, playing mind games. Definitely not a trustworthy energy here. Okay. Somebody who's using certain tactics. So if you combine Seven of Swords with the Five of Swords, which is that having the upper hand, I don't really, it's kind of like it comes off as selfishness with the Five of Swords. And then you add in the devil, which, you know, that's the controlling energy. That's the, I want to, whatever dynamic it is. Some people, they will keep you around for their own reasons. Um, but I think it's rooted in, him just trying to keep you around for more of a casual reason than a serious intent. Okay. So I do think that he will try to get back in contact with you eventually. And I think that's his motive here. His motive is to keep you attached for his own reasons. And those reasons are not healthy at all. Okay. Yeah. So it feels like he's basically stringing you along or gonna be like he's leading you on. The Ace of Pentacles clarifies the Seven of Swords. So he's kind of like giving you some kind of false hope here. Okay. Like he wants you to think that it's serious when it's not, which I don't know why he would do that. But you never know why people do what they do, especially if they have some kind of, motive or whatever it is, especially with what I'm seeing for him. But yeah, it doesn't look healthy at all, my love. It doesn't look healthy at all. He's a Capricorn. The devil is Capricorn card. So he may be in his shadow side for sure. Well, he can treat you really good and whatever the case may be, and that may be why he's doing it. Okay. Um, and you just made my point. So if he's treating you good, giving you money, spending money, it could be that he is definitely love bombing you. Okay. You can love bomb someone through money as well. Give them a false sense of security. Okay. These are all these are all mind games and manipulative, unhealthy tactics, honey. Okay. 2 months in and he's willing to do all this so you don't have to work and stuff. That sounds like some kind of narcissist. All right. That sounds like someone who's grooming you, somebody who's preparing to kind of, make you codependent on them. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't ignore the red flags, but it's up to you. It's your life, it's your free will. But I guarantee things are going to start to make sense to you what I'm saying, okay? So he's doing all these things, but it's not for a good reason. All right? Love bombing. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, girl. And before you know it, he going to switch on you and you're going to be like, "What the hell?" Cuz once those type of people, once they feel like they got you where they want you, and they feel like you're most vulnerable, that's when they're gonna show you their true colors, okay? Yeah, that's exactly when they're gonna do it. So, and I kept saying he wants to keep you attached, and that makes sense. So, by giving you money and stuff like that, he can keep you attached. He can get what he wants out of you for his own reason. And I do believe in the beginning I said that he has some kind of ego problem. It does feel like he's selfish, something like that. So yeah, it doesn't look good. All right, Nuno, my love, go ahead and choose which deck you want. All right, we have 7 spots remaining. The second deck. You're welcome, Melody, my love. Okay. Same person. I know she has 2 jobs and not that much time, so it's hard to keep momentum. Kind of feel she's withdrawing energy, regulating pace, or maybe I'm overthinking. Okay. All right. What are Estella's feelings towards Nuno? How has Estella been feeling towards Nuno? Give me an energy update. How's Estella been feeling towards Nuno lately, please? Stella, how has Estella been feeling towards Nuno lately? Stella's feelings towards Nuno lately? So have you been like what have like have you been how has the dynamic been lately though? Like what have you been doing? Stella's energy, feelings towards Nuno. Stella's feelings and energy towards Nuno. Okay, so I do feel like we didn't go out. She is busy, but we keep talking about messages. I feel like again it kind of feels like yeah, I feel like she knows that she can kind of like be like communicate a little bit better. I feel like right now she is because I do see where she was kind of withdrawn energetically with the 4 of Cups, but it's in the reverse. Okay. So she could be feeling weighed down or stressed out by her own life dilemmas. It's very possible. How's Estella been feeling towards Nuno? How's Estella been feeling towards Nuno? 8 of Swords. Yeah, because I do feel like she's been kind of okay, yeah, so I can see it. 8 of Swords, Hermit. I do feel like she's kind of been prioritizing, her job and stuff and other things for sure. I do feel like that. Like she hasn't had much of a focus on this connection. Okay. It feels like her attention has been towards, something else. Five of Pentacles can point to external factors that are affecting the connection. Okay. And that could be anything. But typically, Five of Pentacles is more money. Um, so I would say it is possible that that is something that has been making her kind of come off and seem off to you, which I see that. So those feelings towards Nuno lately. And then we do have the Two of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, no, no. She's definitely been focusing on her work more, just like you said. That is what I'm seeing here. So she's been busy. Her attention hasn't really been on this connection. She's been distracted by that. Okay. Two of Pentacles is definitely juggling here, responsibilities and stuff, and her trying to figure out where to put her energy. But you have been putting forth effort, right? I mean, the only way this spread would be more negative is if you haven't really put in no effort with her lately, especially with communication or doing your part. But if you have, then yeah, I would definitely take this as the interpretation about her having to kind of like find balance between you and what she has going on. Okay. But from what I can see, the bond is definitely still strong. I mean, she still loves you. I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay. Okay, well then that means you put an effort. Good. I was just trying to double check with you. All right. But since you have, then it wouldn't have anything to do with you not putting forth effort. This has more to do with her personal situation, her personal life circumstances affecting the connection. Okay. She knows that she has been cold. She knows that she's been distant. She's very much aware of that. But I do feel like she's been doing that purposely. Okay. Because I do feel like she's trying to sort out her own life dilemmas here for sure. So divine timing is at play here. Divine timing is at play. She needs time for sure. Okay. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out. I'm hearing something about her being worth waiting for. Okay, I just heard that. She's definitely worth waiting for. Yeah, she's focused on her security right now. She is definitely focused on her financial security. Okay. She seems to have a lot on her plate. She could be feeling stressed out or something. So that's what I'm seeing with her. She's trying to rid herself of whatever that is or try to find balance. That's all you can do. And what I tell everybody is look, please cut people slack. It is the holiday season. It's stressful. The world is stressful. Okay. Just cut people some slack. Doesn't always mean that they don't like you anymore. People do have a life. People work. Things get in the way, and it's not, no need to panic. Okay. But I feel like she still wants to move this forward with you. She does with the Chariot. She does still want this, but I think she's also been locked in trying to focus on her goals, focus on, her stuff too. Like trying not to get like distracted or yeah, cuz I'm not saying that she just thinks you're a distraction, but let's say I mean you need to get serious about your life. You need to um get your shit together. Yes, a relationship and love can be distracting because you have to give a lot of time, attention, effort to that person. So right now she's doing the juggling act, and you can see that with the Two of Pentacles. So I think she's just trying to find her footing right now, but I mean, it has nothing to do with anything negative at all, okay? Ain't got nothing to do with that. She kinda warned me at our dinner. Warned you about what? Warned you about what? But yeah, that is what I see for sure. Not a priority. I don't wanna just say she thinks you're not a priority. I think that she is just trying to get her shit together right now, and I think she's trying to find a way to satisfy both areas right now. So when she pulls back, this is her trying to, you know, I'm hearing recalibrate things. It's so weird, but I heard recalibrate things or that space allows her time to kind of focus on her stuff too. So that's all you need to do. Just give her that time. She sounds like she sounds like my guy for sure. 'Cause he's basically been saying the same crap. So he's been saying the same crap. All right, honey. Go ahead and type your question. How much did you send? Let me see. All right, you sent 20. So go ahead, honey, and choose which deck you want. Check 3. You're welcome, boo. Okay. All right, what is your question? Uh, so yeah, go ahead with your question, babe. Is honey on the right path? Is honey on the right path? Is honey on the right path? Spirit, is honey on the right path? So I feel like it's kind of saying yes and no. I don't know. It's kind of a weird answer because I don't know. It feels like maybe you have had a lot on your plates. Maybe you've had baggage, okay? That you've had to release or you need to release, however it resonates for you. Um, I do feel like financially, if there's been any worries around that, I do see betterment in your finances for sure. Okay. Now, I feel like there's one area that you could kind of improve on. And I feel like whether you want to, admit it or not, you may need to kind of work on having more belief in yourself, more self esteem. Okay, tell yourself the right things, not the wrong things. Okay. The Queen of Wands reverse can be like I said, self-esteem issues, how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself. Okay. So I'm also hearing something about don't let how you feel about your worth is not determined by how other people see you or what other people think of you. Okay. I feel like you should at this point, start caring more about how you feel inside and not with how people are think about you or people find you attractive or not. Who cares? As long as you find you attractive, okay? Um, whatever your, you know, whatever you think about your looks or whatever the case may be, confidence starts from the inside, not from external validation. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what spirit is kind of highlighting here. Um, because I feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to look a certain way or whatever, to kind of impress people or to I don't know. It's hard to say. I think you know what I'm trying to say, but don't rely so much on external validation, okay? Be yourself. The stars coming out, be yourself. Love yourself. You are special, okay? Um and think of yourself highly, all right? And see yourself as someone who um is special, who is important, whether you have that validation or not. Okay. I think that's the only thing that you need to kind of work on because the Queen of Wands reverse came out. And if there's any ways that you can improve yourself, you can do that too. All right. Maybe if you want to focus more on your physical health and, stuff like that, exercising, eating better, stuff like that, I think is important for you. All right. But do it for you. Don't do it for other people. Okay. Because when you're doing it for other people, to be honest, you'll never be good enough. It will never be good enough because everybody has their own opinion. Just make sure that you feel good about yourself. That's all that matters, all right? Yeah, so focus on your self-happiness, your fulfillment, all right? Fulfill yourself first, not other people's desires and wishes and what people think you should look like and comparing yourself to I don't know, girl. I don't know if you compare yourself. I don't know if you be online because I do kind of feel like you may compare yourself to other like people online. Women who may look a certain way but you need to understand that just be you, baby. Just be you. Be your own authentic self. You shine in your own way. You don't have to compare yourself to other people, okay? So, yeah, I think that if you can change your mindset about that, you will be fine. And it could also be comparing your accomplishments to other people. All right. Be thankful, grateful for what you have, how far you've come, and all these things. And more of that you will attract more abundance. All right. Your mindset needs to be positive. Your mindset needs to be that of gratitude. Okay. Yep. So that's what I see here for you. So if you can change your mindset from needing that external validation to I validate myself, you will be golden. You will be unstoppable. You will be very successful. Okay. Strength. I don't know if you have any Leo in your chart. But yeah, don't rely so much on that. I feel all the way with life and definitely my relationship with the Capricorn. And if there's other ways that you can definitely better yourself, to put yourself in a better energy. And I think one of them that may be important is, like I said, doing the things that make you feel empowered, doing the things that make you feel good, whatever that is, maybe getting into some kind of, um, maybe more physical activity and stuff like that, okay? Because I do kind of pick up a little codependency, just a little bit in your mindset. I mean, anybody would feel off in a relationship with a Capricorn. I mean, you might need you a support group. You might need a Capricorn support therapy group, okay? Called Surviving a Capricorn. Don't rely on your partner's validation of you and stuff like that. It starts from within, is what spirit is saying. Okay. But yeah, it looks like you honestly just need an attitude adjustment, honey. Just an attitude adjustment, the way your mindset, and I think you'll be good. Everything else will flow once you do that. Mhm. Third party, what, in your relationship? You want to know if there's a third party in your relationship? What's your sign? Is there a third party interfering in Honey's relationship? Is there a third party interfering in Honey's relationship? Is there a third party interfering in Honey's relationship? I do feel like there's interference. Yes. Knight of Wands came out, the 7 of Cups, the Moon, 5 of Wands. That person has been entertaining other people, many other people. I see a lot of options, a lot of interference. And it's even to the point to where this person could even be acting on that on their lust. And the Knight of Wands, is a player card, act first, think later. So that person could be even, unfortunately, as heartbreaking as it sounds, and it is, they could be entertaining and having hookups with other people behind your back. They could be. Okay. The Knight of Wands moves based on passion and lust, and it's impulsive energy. Um, and then when we couple it in with the 7 of Cups, that talks about options, having a lot of people that's in your energy and whatnot. The moon is talking about something that may be hidden from you right now, but you maybe feel subconsciously about it. And the 5 of Wands ultimately is also that interference energy. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if the person you're with is entertaining other people for sure. Is there a third party in Honey's relationship interfering with it? Oh my God, here we go again. Wow. The Fool is also impulsive energy. Okay. So he could be, um, I'm hearing hooking up, like literally hooking up with other people. All right. I think I just did a Gemini reading that kind of said something along the lines of somebody's true colors and stuff like that. So yeah, this person's true colors, eventually whatever they're doing in the dark is going to come to light. The devil is at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn energy. So yeah, I do think that he's fucking around with other people, girl. Many other people, not just one. So basically, maybe in a relationship with someone who is promiscuous for the streets here. I mean, to be doing this in a relationship is diabolical. I wonder if he or the person you're in a relationship with has any Leo placements. Because that keeps coming out. So yeah, he's definitely moving, or yeah, that person that you're with is definitely moving based on their own desires and satisfaction for sure. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. You know, the cards don't lie, but perhaps eventually, whatever he's doing, because I keep hearing it's gonna come to light. All right. Spirit is going to reveal exactly what he's been doing. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clock off now. Readings are now closed. And that's also a prime example, honey, of how your self-esteem could take a hit if you feel like, for him to be doing whatever he's doing, you may compare yourself and be like, what's wrong with me? Am I not good looking enough? Am I not? No, it has nothing to do with that. Okay. It has to do with that person having no self-control and being a freak. That's all it has to do with. Okay. You're very welcome. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and log off now. Thank you all for being here. Hope you all have a good weekend.